Cool. Yeah, hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this class, I'll be taking you guys CSS margins as our course outline. I'm going to be adding this forward slash to each one to indicate the ones we've done. Just add this forward slash. Okay, so in this class, we'll be treating margins. And CSS margin can help you create space around or outside an HTML element. In our last class, we used a div in which I gave you an assignment over the div. So if you have a div element and we say I am a div element, okay, let's make sure we reload this. Okay, I am a div element over here. Now to add a margin to this div element, to put a space around it, what I will just do is select it, select the div tag, and then I'll just do margin. Okay, I'll just do margin. I can just do margin, say 50 pixel. Okay, I already added a margin of 50 pixel to this, but in order to make things easier and simpler, what I'll just do is, since we already talked about border in our last class, I'll love to add a border. I'll just add one border, 1 pixel solid red. I always love red. Okay, we have this now. Let me zoom this out. Okay, can you see this? I am a div element with this border over here. You notice that the margin happens not in between this border line and this element. It's happening around after the border. Okay, I hope you get what I'm saying now. It's happening after the border. It's not happening in between. So by the time I start teaching you guys, or by the time I teach you box models, you'll be able to understand what I am talking about. So I have my border now. Now I've added a margin, but when you add a margin this way, just using this margin property, what it means is that you're adding a margin to the top, to the left, to the right, and to the bottom. So let's say in an instance where you don't want to add a margin to every part of this HTML element, you just want to add it to the top. What you just have to do is put a hyphen and put margin top. Okay, can you notice that I don't have space around this div element anymore, not on the left, the right, and the bottom, just for the top, because I'm specifying the margin to be for the top. Then I can do margin bottom. See, I added a margin to the bottom. It's not very obvious because there is no element at the bottom of this present element I'm styling now. Okay, so if I add margin left, that will be obvious. Okay, can you see that I just added a margin of 50 pixel to the left, and if I add a margin right, I just added a margin from the right, a margin of 50 pixel. Okay, so if you want to, so I want to do margin, you want different values for each side, you can just do margin top. Let's say you want 10 pixel for the margin top, just do margin top 10 pixel. Let's say you want 15 pixel for the margin bottom, just do margin bottom. I'll just do 15 pixel. And let's say you want 30 pixel for the margin left, I'll just do margin right. Sorry, this is margin right, 30 pixel. Okay, so now I now have all of my margin properties: the margin right, the margin top, the margin bottom, and the margin left. Okay, so there's a shorthand for this, and the shorthand for this is just having margin. That is the first stuff I show you guys, the first property I show you. So let's just have margin. So everything you can do with the margin top, bottom, left, and right, you can also do with this margin, just this margin property. So if I want to specify the top, let's say I can, or let me Control Z this. Let me show you something, and I'm going to have another element called, let's say this one is section. I am a sec element. Let's say I am a sec element now, and I want to grab this I am a sec element. I'll just do section, then I'll do, let me add my box border, then have 1 pixel, writing Z instead of Z, instead of X, 1 pixel solid red. Okay, can you see this? I don't have border, I don't have margin rather for this. So if I just want to do the same thing, I'll just start margin. I'll do the same thing I did for the div with the shorthand. So I'll just do margin Then for the shorthand, you start with the value of the top. I'll just do 10 pixel. Then after the top, what you have again is the right. I'll just do the right. For the right, we have 50 pixel. After the right, we have the bottom. And we have the left, which is 30 pixel. Sorry, it's 30 pixel. Okay, did you see? I just did the same thing with this shorthand over here. Just a single line. Instead of having this numerous line over here, I did the same thing with a single line, so it makes your work more concise and more neat. Okay, so but what if in the case you have 3 values? If you have 4 values, the first one, if you have 4, get it, if you have 4 values, the first one stands for the top, margin top, then the second stands for the right, then the third stands for the bottom, and the last one stands for the left. But if you have 3 properties or 3 values this way, this stands for the top, this stands for the left and the right, and this stands for the bottom. The middle one stands for the left and the right. When you have 3 properties, then if I have 2 properties, this stands for the top and bottom, and this stands for the left and for the right. But what if you want to center an element horizontally? The easiest way to do that is just to come here, come in between your declaration block, and just say margin. Use the margin and use 0. Oh, sorry. Use margin 0 auto to center an element horizontally. Okay, so wow, this did not actually work. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let me quickly show you something. Let me create another div over here, and let me say this to be ID. Let's do my div, and let me cut this section. I just want to quickly show you something, and then let's come here, and I don't want to. Okay, I don't want these commands anymore. Okay, so let's select that ID and let's copy that and then paste. Okay, let's give the container of this section a width of 200 pixel, or let's say width of 500 pixel, and the height of the same 500 pixel. To know where it is, let's give it a border of 1 pixel solid green. Okay, and you can see the sec element inside of it. So if I want to style this section, if I make this section, let me break this section over here. Say I want it margin 0 auto. This is actually supposed to horizontally center this element. And okay, let me try an inline styling. It's actually supposed to center this horizontally to bring this to the middle. Actually, don't know what's wrong, and that is the reason why I've inserted it inside the container. So in respect of the container, it will be able to center this particular element. Or instead, let me give this a div and make this a div, and then let me grab a div. Actually, that is not supposed to be the problem, but or instead, let me try giving this a width and a height and see what's wrong. Let me just do width 10 pixel. Oh, there's a width of 50 pixel. And let's also do a height of 50 pixel. And let's see what's wrong. I actually don't know what's wrong with it. Okay, I think it now works. Okay, I'll just have to add. Okay, can you see that? I'll just have to add the width and the height to it to make it work. Okay. So, thank you, my friends. That is it about CSS margin. Stay tuned. See you in my next class. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and to ask your questions rather in the comment box. Thank you. Bye bye.